I know you're gonna dig this.
Got time to kill? Here's a Lamont and Tonelli podcast on 107.7 The Bone.
107.7 The Bone. With us this morning in the studio, we have Lars from Metallica and Paul. This is a big treat for me.
This is huge.
And Lars, I got to tell you, here's why I love your band. We did a promotion with you a while back, and I've never, ever seen a band that treats their fans as great as you guys treat your fans backstage.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we grew up, when we were getting into music and getting sort of reared or whatever you say, weird. I just said reared. When we were sort of getting molded.
I was going to ask you about that one.
when we were sort of molding and figuring it all out. I mean, the bands that were really inspiring to us were bands like Motorhead,
right,
Iron Maiden, and a lot of those bands out of England and stuff that really kind of kept their feet firmly on the ground and were really all about it. A lot of them, they were harder rock bands,
right,
but their attitudes came out of the punk rock movement. And so it was all about connecting with the fans, keeping it real, keeping their feet on the ground, and kind of being on the same level as the fans. Not this kind of big thing in the 70s where all the kind of I don't want to mention names, but where the bands were sort of larger than life,
right,
and they existed. And so for us, it was all about just keeping it real. And I'm a fan. I'm probably Metallica's biggest fan, and I'm a music fan, and I relate to all these people. And a lot of these fans have grown with us up through the last 20, 30 years.
Right.
And so we know a lot of them, and we're parents, and we can share all these war stories. And so it's you do what you can to keep it real, and obviously in the Bay Area, people see us at school drop-offs or at the movie theater or at AC/DC gigs or, at the local restaurants or down at the supermarket or whatever. So it's not sometimes when you roll into Houston, Texas or, wherever you end up, Omaha, Nebraska, people, oh my God, Metallica. But in the 415 and the 408 and people don't care, it's just, hey, it's those idiots from Metallica.
No, believe you me, they care.
Well,
you're selling yourself a little short. Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. It's like, this is our backyard, and we try to keep it as calm as possible.
And you treat it like your backyard, too. You've done the things with the Giants at AT&T Park.
Proudly so.
Sharks.
AT&T.
Yeah.
The Sharks. Are you the only rocker with an official Topps baseball card where you threw out the first pitch? It's an actual Topps baseball card.
No, it's very cool. Listen, I take that very seriously, okay? It's like, James and Kirk and the boys do the anthem, and it's my gig to throw that damn first pitch out. And I practice, I get my arm ready, and fortunate enough to sort of grow up in a little bit of an athletic environment, but it's no easy feat.
No, it's not.
And no matter how many practice pitches you throw that week, when you walk out there,
the pressure,
it's really lonely.
You're out there exposed to the entire crowd.
It's like, man, you do the kind of 1,000-yard stare, and it's like, wow, look at all these people, and it's just me and a baseball.
Right.
It's kind of, listen, so we've done 3 years in a row now with the Giants, and it's an awesome thing to be a part of, and we've made a lot of great new friends there and relationships, and we did the thing with the Sharks last year, which has been, and I think we're going to do it again this year. Cool. So it's
good. I want to get one of those jerseys this year.
Listen, as you guys know, and like sort of what we're talking about, we proudly fly the flag for all things San Francisco and Bay Area, not just obviously at home when we're talking to you guys, but all over the world. And the Bay Area is a really special place to live, and it's not New York, it's not LA, and we champion everything that is up here, but it's also enough of a small enough community that you kind of feel that you know everybody, and people in New York and LA, they're so transient. People kind of come and go, and up here people root more. And it's just such a vibe, and obviously there's great things happening in tech and new faces and stuff, but listen, we're 34 years Metallica and 32 years proudly Bay Area based, and we're just getting started. So,
what's cool is Metallica always tries to do something a little different. Yeah, that In the Round series, concert series, a little while back, and then in Toronto you closed one arena one night, and then you opened the new arena the next night. Do you have anything special planned for this time around at AT&T?
The conversations we've had so far include the word big.
Of course.
So we haven't gone around to loud yet, but loud usually follows big. You know, we did the run at the Fillmore a few years ago.
That was
and
fantastic.
We played.
I've got to tell you, once again, that was so freaking loud. When you guys came out, I was standing there with a drink in my hand, and the floor started bouncing around me, and everyone was just moving. No one was moving.
Mission accomplished. And, you know, the last time we did a hometown show was when we played our friends at another planet. They do the Outside Lands.
Yeah.
And that was great, but it was a festival.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So you still have to sort of, within the confines of a sort of a festival setting, playing at AT&T is, we're gonna bring it. There's gonna be a lot of our friends out in the audience, and there's gonna be a lot of guests backstage. And so we've talked about, few, family VIP areas and stuff like that, but it's going to be big.
Okay.
And we're going to blow some shit up.
I love that.
It's going to be big.
Although, listen right now, I think that sound is Jim passing out in his office.
I know, right? Yeah.
Listen, if that's the worst thing he hears today, he'll be fine.
Exactly.
He'll be fine. But those are the thoughts, and, it was very inspiring to see AC/DC there. When you play the stadiums or play the festivals, sometimes there's a bit of a distance, and you really have to try to harness the energy and get it up on stage. So when it is a GA type of setup and mosh pits and all that other, people get a chance to be a little more physical, it just ups the ante a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to it. Tickets go on sale this Friday, November 6th, 10 a.m., Metallica, AT&T Park. Lars, thanks for coming in, man.
Great to see you guys again. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for all the support over the years.
That's the easy part.
Cool.
There you go.
Wow.
Thank you, Lars.
What a cool day.
Does it get any cooler than this?
No, sir.
That's a wrap. Thanks for listening to Lamont and Tonelli's podcast. For everything Lamont and Tonelli, check out their website at landworld.com.